It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We are in the kitchen and this is going to be blowing your mind because this dinner, it is made out of roasted trout, Tenderstem broccoli, some bulgur wheat with roasted butternut. It is quick and easy and it is really packed with some delicious flavors. And the man to show us how to make this delicious recipe is the one and only Chef Clem Petro.
Well, and my surname.
Yes, you get named and surnamed today.
ID number also 87.
Oh, wow.
This is such an easy dish. It's honestly how you're going to get dinner on the table in 15 minutes. I just see the crew. I need some salt.
Okay,
please,
we'll get you salt,
okay.
But I have to talk about these Tenderstem broccoli.
Yes.
It is my favorite.
It is my favorite too, and that's why I need the salt. So, Tenderstem broccoli is exclusive to Woolies. We love it. We know it's been around for so long. And the reason I love it so much is because there's no waste. It's tender from the stalk all the way down, all the way up to the beautiful
Flour. What do you call that?
I think you said cauliflower. It's Monday, guys. My brain hasn't woken up yet. Broccoli.
Broccoli head.
Also, the leaves, don't take them off. It's delicious. So there's no waste. You don't have to cut anything off. The whole thing goes into the pot. You can steam it. I've started using my bamboo steamer a lot. So you could steam it in a bamboo steamer, but also a great way is just a pot of boiling water. And here's what's important, salt. You have to add salt to the water. This is a chance to season the broccoli. So salt goes in.
Do you put a lot of salt like you would do rice?
The thing about vegetables, when you do cook it, you want a generous amount of salt. Remember, it's the salty water is going to remain there to get the veggies out. So I say just a little less than when you season rice. Rice actually does need a lot of salt.
Okay,
absolutely.
So not as much as you would with rice.
No. And then in we go with our Tenderstem broccoli. And here's the thing, do you like your veggies cooked?
I like it crunchy. It still needs to have an element of crunch. In fact, what would you call that? That is just like... I don't want to say
like the al dente of vegetables.
Yes.
But you still want it crunchy. So
semi-raw, yeah.
Semi-raw. I like
medium
that too.
rare.
How do you want your veggies? Medium rare. Okay, so medium rare, Tenderstem broccoli, about 2 minutes. You'll notice as soon as you add the broccoli to the water stops boiling because the broccoli is cold. So you're adding something cold to the pot, it's going to drop the temperature of the water in the pot. So about 2 minutes is perfectly fine. There are those people that like their veggies softer. Okay. That's fine. Then you'll probably go for about 5 minutes. When you start overcooking it, you're going to lose all the color and the nutrients, and you don't want that.
And then it becomes mushy.
No, baby food, no. So, just like that, that's doing its thing. Then, one of the tips that we didn't get to cover on Culinary Hotline was about cooking fish in a pan, and what do you do if you don't have a non-stick pan? Because that's a serious question, because then it'll kind of put people off cooking fish. Yes. Because they know they're going to destroy it. So, baking paper. Okay. Baking paper is such a versatile piece of, like, I'm going to say kitchen equipment. Material. Guys, it's Monday. My words are gone. Oh, my goodness.
You can make your own up.
Really? Yeah. Okay, we're going to do that. So, we're going to cut a piece of baking paper, and you don't want to use wax paper. Very important. Wax paper is wax lined, and it's just going to burn in the pan and make a mess. It's going to get stuck on your fish. And you don't want that. No. So, all you're going to do, this is a bit non-stick, but we're going to pretend it's not, okay? Take your baking paper, put it into the pan directly, all right? A little bit of oil onto the paper.
This is a nice handy hack because over the weekend, the place we stayed at didn't have a non-stick pan and we were a bit scared to fry eggs in it.
I get you. So because that's the worst, because then you also end up destroying, you destroy the eggs, plus the cleanup of that pan afterwards. It's horrible. It's a no. Okay, so.
So we could have used this little hack.
Yes, you could have. And it works every time. If people, their minds get blown, the fact you can cook on baking paper.
I didn't know that.
So here we go, trout. First thing first, sustainable, always. So the trout's going to go in, skin side down.
Sauce, there we go.
Skin side down. You can actually hear it sizzle.
You can.
You can.
Through the baking paper.
Through the baking paper. And then you want to give it a light bit of salt. So what you're going to do is, when you cook fish, for me, 3/4 of the cooking happens on the first side you put down on the pan. So you can get that skin nice and crispy, nice and golden. And then the last bit just goes over, turn it over about 30 seconds. And then that's it.
Take it out. And the secret is also not to fiddle with your fish. You leave it as is, because I've seen people fiddle. I've been one of them. And then you just break your fish.
And yeah, that's the worst part. Then you end up making fish fricadelles with it. So don't do that. Just let it cook on its own. Fish is delicate, and you can break it easily. But the longer it cooks, the more structure it gets, and it'll hold its shape better. So we've got our Tenderstem broccoli, and I'm happy with those. I've got some ice water because I want to stop the cooking process, because they will continue cooking when you take them out the water. Okay. So you'll stop that by putting it in ice water, and it locks in that like green color.
Beautiful.
There we go.
And
So that's
what we
done.
want.
The last part that I want to add to this dish, this is my convenience part. It's Monday. We've had a long weekend of braaiing and cooking. So today, I don't want to like stress anyone out. It's the bulgur wheat and the butternut salad. It's so delicious. It's all you need. So that goes to the microwave, and let's plate it up. So let's actually, oh, we got one plated up for us already.
Well, we do have one plated up. I love how they even suggested for you microwave for 2 minutes, and you just add your trout and your vegetables, which we're about to do
Oh, wow.
right now. Yeah, it does that. Great mix.
As if we
There
planned
we
that.
go.
So it's so simple. And this also makes for an amazing lunch if you're back at the office, maybe even if you're working from home. Actually, if you're working from home, I find people tend to skip meals more working from home. They just keep on working straight through their lunch break. This is absolutely amazing. Like I said, it goes into the microwave so quickly, and you've got a wholesome, delicious lunch.
Oh, there we go. And
So-
it's quick and easy, and that's what we want. We're all about that convenience. If you missed any of the steps, we do have this recipe available for you. You can find it at woolworths.co.za. Chef Clem, I am so impressed with this cooking technique using baking powder.
Baking paper.
Baking paper.
Baking powder, you could...
Paper.
Try it.
No,
Let me know.
don't use baking powder. I meant baking paper.
Baking paper. It works every single time. You've got the beautiful crispy skin, never fail.
Oh, well, Chef Clem, it's great having you in studio, and it's nice to be back in the kitchen with you. Remember, you can get that recipe at woolworths.co.za.